Hello everyone, this is our last day as the media gang, groovy gang as we used to call ourselves.
Yeah.
And we're just exporting our final video, so just thought we'd say, the good things and bad things about media project and the whole experience.
Well, what's gone bad? Any problems?
Problems.
It's all been all in all. It's been pretty successful, I think.
Yeah, it's been a nice. At the end of the day, it's been. We've had obviously our ups and downs, but it has been a nice process. I think it's been a really when I watch it, I feel quite proud of it. I mean, some parts of it, when we look at, obviously because we're in it, it's like, oh my god, I created this. Oh my god, look at my face.
I cringe at my camera work sometimes because I was far too shaky in the day.
I think you're okay, but then I cringe at my acting. Sometimes I'm like, oh dear,
and
that
good,
face
though.
that I pull,
The what?
What?
I think that's good though, because it's kind of like you show that the character of Katie doesn't believe Blayne. It's good.
Yeah.
I think it's believable.
Yeah, because it's so much like real life.
It is, but it is so true, isn't it?
Yeah. This is really gonna go on YouTube. Woo! Everyone's gonna see that.
But what problems
be.
do you think? What do you think we could have done better?
Well,
I think
tripod is quite a big thing.
Yeah, I think when the drink.
If we had had the right equipment on the first time, if we could have not had to reshoot anything, if we had made sure, I know we probably would have had to either way, but if we had tried to just obviously it was equipment and stuff, but it would have saved a lot of time, I think.
Yeah, especially that tripod was definitely way too faulty. If only we had known it before the day, my camera work would not nearly as shaky, and
we should have tried it out before.
We should have. That was probably one of the biggest mistakes, I think, as well. I think that was definitely the biggest mistake.
And I think we should have tried to stick to, because obviously we had our storyboard.
Yeah.
But I think if we had just stuck to that, because we filmed extra bits here and there, we would have cut down a lot of time, I think. Even though it was good that we ended up doing that, because
it's good that our creative inspiration our creative juices were flowing on the day that we got down and dirty with the camera and the cinematography and stuff. But yeah, I suppose we could have saved ourselves a lot more time. I think that's the thing. Our time management plan didn't work out as good, as best as it could have done for us. Really, I mean,
spent a lot of time down there.
Especially in the makeup, and the makeup took a little bit too long for us.
I think it was worth it.
We didn't expect that.
I think she did look good though.
I think it was worth having that extra time, because even Mr. Dunford said he actually called me a ninja.
Yeah. A makeup ninja.
Yeah,
a
makeup ninja. I do like
you really
makeup.
did think hard into it, especially when you did the drawing as well. That was amazing, the drawing.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was good.
I really do enjoy the makeup.
I think as well it's been hard, so normally we have Jade, so there's normally 4 of us.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes it was quite hard to get all of us together.
Yeah, especially with the actors as well.
And then so we had us 4, then we had
Charlotte,
Blick and
Blayne.
Charlotte, Vic and Blayne.
And then we had Joe there as well as our understudy.
Oh yeah, Joe was actually really
so there was 8 of us all trying to pick a day we could all do. So I think if we had, I think we made it hard for ourselves in a way by having such a complex
But I think it was nice that we had Joe, because he kept Charlotte company a lot of the time when she had to just sit there, because with Charlotte there was a lot of waiting around, because obviously she was a vital piece of it, and we had to keep her nearby because we could need her at any minute. But she did have to sit there in the cold, and we did provide the best things we could for her, like the blanket and all the hot chocolates and her food and her
really good
extra makeup for her to be putting on and stuff.
He did provide so much moral support.
He was
a star. You're a star, Joe.
Yeah, thanks, Joe. I think we should definitely at the end of this thank all of the people that have helped us along the way.
We should do.
It feels like an actual thing, doesn't it?
It's getting emotional. And I think our your stepdad did really good on the music.
Derek Angus.
Good on Derek.
He did.
It sounds so good.
Sounds like we have our own soundtrack. But if we wanted to make
an original, copyright.
Yeah, it is. He's an absolute star. Yeah. He's good.
We didn't only think of things like sort of the 2D literal media stuff. We actually thought about looking after our actors as well, and a lot of health and safety stuff.
Yeah.
We considered about getting lost in the forest and people's having to stay together.
We did our risk assessment.
We thought
about all the broken glass and stuff we could find, got sheets down to make sure everyone was safe, you know, in bare feet, especially with Charlotte. I mean, walking around in bare feet was a bit of a dangerous thing.
And in the middle of February, like, it was snowing the next day, wasn't it? Or the day before?
Yeah, I think it was the week before it snowed.
It was the weekend before, wasn't it? It was snowing.
I don't know if I told you, but I actually spoke to my stepdad, who's a health and safety manager. And I thought, well, you know, we showed this risk assessment to him. It's anything we've forgotten about, but he seemed to think everything was, you know, okay.
Top notch.
So, you know, we have a top notch risk assessment there.
So that was one of the good things about us. But I think the worst thing, the time management is for us, but the continuity errors.
Oh.
I mean, we have a couple here and there. We're not going to say where they are, just in case you can't spot them.
Yeah.
But there was a couple here and there.
That's been quite a big thing, like, where we've had to reshoot some stuff, but it's so hard, like, because when we did it, and then we had to reshoot it, and then we couldn't get Victor, we couldn't get Charlotte. We didn't need Charlotte anyway, but so
it's nice to have them there. Really.
And then we couldn't find anyone to replace Vic because you can't replace Vic.
Yeah, he's irreplaceable.
And it was a bit of a pickle, but I think we've done the best we can.
Because at that stage, we were thinking we might have to recast completely,
and then we'd have to reshoot the whole thing, and that. We didn't really have much of that.
And also, we wrote the script for the actors. Yeah. We actually wrote the script for the actors, which
we know them so well. We know actually. And Blayne and everyone there were top notch to their acting, weren't they?
Yeah, they were so good.
Definitely the stereotypical teens we wanted.
We handpicked the actors from our drama class.
Yeah.
Me and Harry both do drama, so they
and Jade.
Yeah, and Jade. So we picked them from our drama class, and we picked the people that we thought would fit the role.
Yeah.
So we thought it'd be really good. But we thought we were going to have to recast at one point, which would have been, you know, big pickle.
Bit of a pickle.
Yeah.
What
Any
else?
other problems?
Editing's been quite a grueling task. Like, it's gone on for quite a while.
It has gone on for ages.
I mean, the
so you finally think you've done, and then you export it, and you find loads of stuff wrong with it, so you have to go back. And I think as well, where we did it, like, we had two computers, and we did, on one computer we did the beginning and the end, and then on one we did the middle section.
Yeah.
I think, and then we had to keep exporting the middle section and putting it with the rest. Whereas I think if we just done it all on one computer.
Yeah.
Oh, I think there's my phone. Give me 1 second.
So I think if we just done it on one computer and like just all.
Yeah, because that definitely did make it difficult. Because I always found that it was difficult to know, like, which one am I allowed to go on? And we couldn't go on them at the same time.
Yeah.
It messed up the computer if you go on the same thing at the same time. So it did make it difficult.
Sorry about that.
That's fine. Never really knew which one I had to go on to edit and stuff. Because it's always like you have to know what other people are on. And then we had to resave it loads of times because they weren't together, which was difficult.
Yeah. And then, like, we were using Serif.
Movie Plus
Movie
X5.
Plus. Which is good, but sometimes it can be a pain.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the time it can be a pain.
Yeah, like when it fragments.
It, like, it jumps, it goes all shaky, and then, like, you can watch it, but every second there's, like, a second pause kind of thing, so it's, like, proper, like...
Yeah, it's where it's pre-rendering.
Like, someone's talking, it's like...
yeah,
it's very jumpy. It's quite difficult for us, especially to get, like, things like the flashes...
It's
and
like syncing is, like,
synchronising
when
things
it starts
are
to do
very difficult. And we've had to have a lot of patience with that, really, haven't we?
Yeah.
I mean,
so then you have to like shut the whole. You have to save it, shut the whole thing down, open it up again, and then sometimes as well we were opening it up and it was saying like this file cannot be found.
Yeah.
So you have to keep going back on and opening it and re-importing all this file
broken
and
sound files.
So we had to keep like
bane of our lives.
Like we found loads of sounds, went on free sound, got loads of sounds, and then as we went to import them, they were like, oh. You have to convert them to a different file type, so that took like another like 5-10 minutes because it was just so long, and all things like that make it you don't realise because you think they're only short tasks, but really like would have been a lot easier without all those stuff really.
Yeah, it's been quite a long drawn out process, but
we're nearly done.
We're nearly done.
We are pretty much done.
Yeah, we're just making literally the final few corrections to our third export. And then we shall export it properly as our final cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when it's done, it will be like
amazing. You will be amazed
to not be working.
We hope.
To not be working together anymore, guys.
Before we finish, you want to say special thanks to everyone.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you to our actors like Vic,
Charlotte,
Blayne,
Joe, our camera assistant.
Joe, thanks a lot. We will
Derek
be buying you
Angus.
food. Yeah, Derek Angus.
Yeah.
Harry's stepdad.
Richard, health and safety
Derek
person.
Angus.
Yep, Katie's stepdad.
My
health and
stepdad.
safety.
See, it's all stepdads getting in there.
Getting in there. Jade's dad.
Yeah,
driving
Jade's
us
dad.
to
Yeah, Jade's
location.
mum as well.
Yeah.
Jade's mum.
Yep,
See, Jade's family.
their hospitality,
just,
was very
yeah,
nice.
Jade's mum making us food.
All the people that lent us props, like who did we
Oh,
borrow?
Eleanor's tent.
We borrowed loads
Eleanor
of tents
Cummings
off
tent.
people.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank
Eleanor.
you, thank you.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Mr. Dunford.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr.
For all your
Dunford.
Judo
support.
Dunford.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mr.
Jade,
Jade, do you?
At wordpress.com.
At WordPress.
Thank you very
Be
much.
sure to check him out. That's a top read if you want a bedtime story video. Yeah, and
Yeah.
you know what? Just watch out for our music vid next year because
It's going to be amazing.
I can't make
We're
any
gonna
promises
rock
we won't be
this
doing
thing.
Katy Perry though because
No, it's gonna be Florence the Machine, isn't it? Yeah, it's gonna be Florence the Machine.
And Jade, on behalf of Jade, she
Yeah.
says thank you as well, but she couldn't be here today.
yeah.
But we're not doing.
Jade says thanks as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jade means it.
All right, well, we'll see you all later then.
Thank
See
you.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye.